Welcome back to the Krabby Club podcast. I am your host, Ryan Victory, and today we are talking about another anime topic. And no, we're not talking about anime. We are talking about sub versus dub, and I'm going to try to keep this short. First of all, I don't care what you enjoy. I don't care what you listen to. You're probably wondering, what do you listen to? I listen to whatever I want and whatever I want to enjoy. Now, people usually are, when they talk about dub, they're usually always talking about the English dub of anime. Technically for me, I'm a Spanish speaker even though it doesn't sound like it, but or anything at all. But I can watch anime in Spanish. So for me, if there's no like English sub or English dub, I'll just watch in in that version, you know. So yeah, let's get over that. So, what do I consider the best? Neither, because there's good things and bad things. And you're probably, where do the manga people drop in? Now, manga's great, but it's not always so great, because when I'm reading an action-oriented manga, I love the story, I love the character development, the extra character development added into the story, and everything they add into it, the little extra pieces that you'll never see in the anime. But when it comes to the action-oriented part, yes, it may look beautiful, but you always think or I wish I saw this animated. Like, come on. Everyone wants to see that. Like, it's amazing. Like, some anime don't need it. Some of them it's just slice of life, no action, no nothing. So you don't really need that part. So yeah, pros and cons about manga is, yeah, you get extra story, but sometimes you want to see that action oriented part, or maybe just see, well, if it's a short manga series, if you read through it and then you're like, I wish this was animated, then good for you. Like, I mean, I usually think that some of the anime that are coming out are just complete trash and they should be releasing something else. Like, The Way of the House Husband. I think that should be animated. I love the style, and they were gonna be like, but there's a lot of silent parts. Yeah, you don't have to stretch it out for a 20 episode series. Make it maybe an 11 episode series. I mean, not 11 minute episodes. With 11 minute episodes each one, and maybe each episode is 22 minutes, because not every episode in anime is actually 30 minutes. You know, there's ads in between, so it's actually 22. So, 11 minutes of the first chapter, 11 minutes of the second chapter, but there's not enough. Well, yeah, but there's still images in the manga. That's why you add extra actions into the character in the anime. So, yeah. So, even though I went off board with this, let's go into actually talk about the sub versus dub argument. People have always been fighting it for a very long time, and some people are purist when it comes to sub, and they will never listen to dub or just go against it. First of all, if you guys hate the anime voice actors or something like that, I would like to see you try. I was thinking maybe I should become one, but I can't. Like, I can't read, I can't talk, I just stumble. Like, I was about to say a word, but I had to change it to something else in a very fast pace, because I literally could not say the word or couldn't come up with the word in my head. So, and my head is very hollow. I knock it like if you guys could hear it, but you can't. And yeah, so sub. Yes, some sub voice actors are very good, but not everything is good. My argument is that if the story is very action or story based and there's a lot of dialogue, you really don't want to be reading all that dialogue. You want to be enjoying the scene, you know, especially a very touching moment. You want to be watching it rather than reading it. Now, some people are going to be like, well, I can read very fast. Well, good for you, fool. I don't really care. So, yes, I do watch subbed and dubbed. And I prefer, if I have the time and I'm not doing anything else, yeah, I want to have the subbed just be playing, and I'm going to be watching and enjoying the anime. But if not, I'm going to be, if I'm doing something else like working, cleaning, or something like that, or editing a podcast, I'd rather be listening to the dubbed version of the anime or something dubbed. It's just better like that. And some people are gonna agree with that argument. Some people are not. That all dubbed voice actors and blah blah blah. And usually it's the same damn thing. That they don't like the voice actor they chose. They didn't enjoy this. It was like, okay, first of all, they chose him because he was the best for the part. And they probably saw him as the character, so that's why they chose him. There's pros and cons, pros and cons about everything, and you can't always agree. But you aren't the producer, you aren't the guy who's casting everyone. So what choice do you have? None, unless you become in charge of the everything anime, monopolize on anime. Then yeah, I'll give you props. I'll shake your hand. I'll agree. Probably not. I'm pretty freaking stubborn when it comes to that. I'll still agree. I don't care. I'll just watch whatever I want. I don't care if it's subbed. I don't care if it's dubbed. And, well, unlike you fools, if you don't get it subbed or dubbed, I got Spanish. So, screw you fools. You son of a bitch. So, yeah. And that's what I have for subbed. Dubbed. Did I even actually argue with them? Well, dubbed has good things like people are going to say, but we got Ghost Stories. Yeah, Ghost Stories is funny, but I don't get well, I wasn't into that time. I haven't seen a lot of the movies, so all the reference they made, sometimes they go over my head, sometimes I actually know, and when they talk about themselves or their talk about themselves in the anime, I'm like, okay, because I don't know anything about them. Or when they make the joke, it's not really funny for me. So, yeah, I really do not care. And, people are gonna say, like, well, first of all, a dub that people consider better than the sub is usually Dragon Ball Z. Because they really don't like the high-pitched female voice that they have for Goku in Japan. So they prefer the one we have over here. And yeah, I can agree with that. It's actually really good. But then there's some anime that just aren't good at all. I forgot. There was a new series I was watching. And they had a very young character. And his voice was just... Oh, I remember which one. Now this one isn't a anime from Japan. It's animated from China. Scissor 7. I did not like the dub. Some of the voice actors are amazing. Everyone else except the main character. The main character, I do not like his voice change. Now, when his voice changes to like very like clean, muscular, like tough guy persona, his other persona, then yeah, it's pretty good. But when it's like whiny, just nonchalant, I don't like it. It's just, oh my god, it annoys me. But hey, you guys want it, and it's better than listening to Chinese. So yeah, I don't know. Chinese just sounds annoying to me. It's just very rapid and stuff. Maybe, actually, I can't say anything about it. It's just, I don't care. Okay, so yeah, I really aren't arguing. I'm just saying points. But subbed or dubbed, in the end, people are gonna say, well, they're gonna say like, oh, sub, dub, at least you're still watching anime. And they're gonna agree on it, but the sub people are gonna be like, oh, that's still disgusting. But so what? It still really is anime. Like, yes, but the thing is, we have to do in the dub business, what I've seen, they have to do a lot of changes, a lot of different things, and sometimes a lot of the jokes or the things they add is actually pretty funny and pretty awesome, pretty enjoyable, and it's actually better than the original. Like My Girlfriend's a Gal, I saw the original sub, and when I saw the dubbed, I was like, oh, that's actually pretty awesome. I enjoy the way they actually translated the character into English with the English voice actor. I loved it. I enjoyed how they did it. And Konosuba is another one. Either one you watch is amazing. It's equally funny, and it's a great show. I originally saw it subbed. It took a few years. Yeah, was it a few years for it to get finally dubbed? And when it did, I told my friend, like, dude, you gotta watch Konosuba. It's really freaking funny. And I showed him a scene, and it was like, dude, this is hilarious. And I know, my boy, I got good taste in anime. That's like, we get good things about, and I saw the original subbed, and when I watched the dub, I really enjoyed it. I had no issues with it. And people are gonna say, oh, but this and that, and they changed this. I was like, okay, whatever. Who freaking cares? You're probably the only one who freaking cares about it. Okay? Tell someone else that cares, but not me. So, another show that people really like talk about it, well, newer fans that got into the series and, are very purist, is My Hero Academia. And the main reason is they don't like All Might's voice. Okay, but to give you the reason, Christopher Sabat's voice for All Might, muscular All Might, is really good. I enjoy it. It's just his normal voice with a little deeper sounding normal voice he has. People are going to say, well, it's just Vegeta. It's like, yeah, what do you think he's going to sound like after all those years he was doing DBZ and yelling his lungs out? It's like, I'm pretty sure you did it. Your voice would, like, just imagine your voice is like the squeaky, small little, like, never gone through puberty kid. And you do DBZ for who knows how long. Your voice is going to be like the deepest one in class. It's like, hey guys, it's like, I dropped my balls very deep. It's like, wow, I can't believe it. It's like, come on, you're going to damage your voice. You're going to damage your throat, your vocal cords. So what do you expect from the man? It's like, give him props. He's an amazing voice actor, and I love Vegeta. But just because I love Vegeta doesn't mean I love his voice acting. Like, there's some issues there's issues everywhere. But I like his performance he does for All Might. I actually enjoy it. And people, it's like when I go to see an anime movie. When I want to see an anime movie in a giant theater, I have to wear glasses. So, if the text is being blocked by the very rim of my glasses, if I'm staring all the way down, or some other issue, I'm too inward and I can't see, like, there's, like when I went to see Brawly, the newest Brawly movie, and some other, I think it was Endgame. Well, I was in the very front row. Now, just imagine that, but subbed anime movie. Imagine your neck being 90 degrees all the way up, and you barely being able to see the entire screen. You would literally have to be turning every single second, every direction, just to be reading or watching. That's not enjoyable. When I go into one, I'd rather just watch the movie dubbed. Because I don't have to be thinking, oh, what did I miss while reading that? No, I want to have a good time. I want to just watch it dubbed. And I heard those many times during lines like, oh, too bad I missed the subbed showing. I would have preferred that with the original voice actors. I'm like, whatever. What would have happened if, just imagine if Avatar, The Last Airbender, was never actually an English production, but actually the entire time it was like a South Korean production. Imagine. Would you still have the same opinion? Probably not. Because, well, in blah blah this, blah blah blah, then you're going against your beliefs in anime. So shut the fuck up and just enjoy the show, okay? Who cares? First of all, back then, older anime, they had issues. They didn't have the equipment we have now. They didn't have the benefits. Of course, not everyone was a voice actor. Not everyone was talented. Everyone was new. This was new. So it's better than, okay, it's better than what we had then. At least we have this now and not what we had back then. Just imagine if everything we had back then, all the very bad voice actors, the extra bad language, like, what did you say, motherfucker? When they were just saying, like, what did you say, sir? It's like, okay, first of all, that line is just out of place. You didn't have to swear, and that wasn't needed. You rather have that, or have what we have now? I prefer what we have now over what we had then. Yeah, because there's really bad voice acting, and everyone knows it. But, you rather have that, or what we have now? Do you agree? If you disagree, then open a window and jump out. Because, well, we don't need you. Bye-bye. So, yeah. That is my stance versus the sub versus dub. I don't care. Enjoy what you want, see what you want, and just enjoy anime. Does it matter? You still end up watching the same show. They changed a little bit of dialogue. Who the frick cares? You probably haven't even noticed until you read the manga or watch the subbed. So who fucking cares? No one. Because you're not going to be saying that about English production movies or cartoons, will you? You're not going to be like, well, this is going to be subbed in Japanese, so I better go watch that version as well to see if they actually keep it toward the roots of the series. It's like, no, you're not. Once you watch it, you're not going to... Once you watch it in English, and like, imagine you watched Adventure Time or regular show, any of the Cartoon Network series, like, the originally aired. So, English voiced. And then you were like, well, I wonder how they did it in some other language. And you go check out the Japanese one with the subtitles. And all of a sudden you start raging. Well, not everything is acceptable. They also have to change things. Like, come on. Like, we can't be having this. Like, just at least at least they're enjoying the same show that you did over here. Okay? If they enjoyed the same show, it allows the creators to see that a lot of people enjoy it. Like, who cares? I don't know why people argue about this. It's the stupidest thing ever. Like, I don't care what you watch. I don't care what you listen to. Just enjoy the show. When I tell someone, go watch this anime, and it's usually an anime I recommend, Gundam, blah blah blah, or blah blah, Disaster's Life of Psychic Care, some other anime. I don't care how they end up watching it in the end. I don't care if you end up watching it subbed or dubbed, as long as you watched it. And if in the end you come back and was like, oh dude, the show was really great, and that's good, that's awesome. And before you say anything, the Pokemon theme song. Do you prefer the Japanese one, or do you prefer the English one? Wait. Everyone over here enjoys the English one. And you say, no, I actually am a purist. I prefer the Japanese intro better. I was like, no, you fucking don't. As a kid, I bet you were singing that all the time. You weren't like, ching chang, wing chang chang. No, you weren't saying that kind of freaking stuff, okay? You were like, I'm gonna be the very best. That's how you were singing it, okay? So, there. I just proved you all fools wrong. So, go suck one. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. And for the final episode, I talked a lot, said a lot of stuff, and I am literally going blank in my mind. I haven't drank water, and it's very hot in here, and I'm probably going to pass out. So I'm going to end it here. So this is the final episode of Season 2. I hope you guys come into Season 3. Don't worry, there won't be any delay, because Season 3 will be continuing as we did with Season 2. So, next Monday, first episode of Season 3. I hope you come and enjoy. The first episode is actually going to be a review on an anime movie. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a lot of anime episodes like this one, or the last two. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things, so I hope you guys enjoy. And, yeah. So, thank you all for listening to the Krabby Club podcast. Please follow us on whatever you're listening to, and our social media links are down below. And that is all for now, and until next time.